Okay, today we're going to jump right into getting the rock sliders on the Mutt. I have a set of pre-made rock sliders. I don't know who made these, I don't know where they're from, but I do know they came off a Jeep Grand Cherokee. But again, the brand, I don't know. I had already modified these to fit my first Truggy. So I know the length is perfect, the way they'll mount up will be really easy. They'll really look like they're made for this truck. So I got a special guest on his way down to help me today. Just wait for him to get here. And when he does, we're going to go ahead and jump into getting these cleaned up, figuring out how we're going to mount them. I do know these are going to be completely bolt-on, just like how the bed is bolt-on, modular. The rock sliders are going to be the same way. They're going to bolt to the chassis. I have the bolt-together flanges for right here. So if I ever need to take them off, and this is going to make it really nice for welding them up. I don't have to lay underneath the truck, upside down, trying to weld these things together, because honestly, the first time I put these on, some of these welds are kind of suspicious. So it'll be a lot better product in the end. So let's get into it. Uh-oh. I think my guest is here.
Housekeeping!
Ah, there he is. We got Dan Bastian from Build It, Wheel It, Explore It is here.
Let's go, buddy.
So now it's a party. So now, between our two minds, we should have at least one decent brain to figure this out. So, all right, let's get into this. Okay, I got the mounting plates all cut, 3" by 5". This is how it's going to lay out. Tube will be centered on there. Washers, everything, these will get, I'm going to weld the washers to the plates, both front and back. So 3 per slider, so should be plenty strong. Okay, so we got all of the mounting plates. What we ended up doing was we tack welded a pair of them together at a time, drilled them out 1/2 inch, and right now Dan is putting nuts on all of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to just weld the nut to the plate that's going to go on the inside of the frame rail. So it'll be one less thing to hold on to, one less wrench needed. And then this will be the front side where the actual tube, the leg for the slider is going to go. So should work out pretty damn good. Okay, next step, we got this tube union, or whatever you want to call it. We trimmed up this bottom tube here to the right length we wanted it. Just drove in this union, I don't know, coupler, tube coupler, whatever you want to call it. And then the rock slider, we went ahead and put a hole to receive that. And yeah, so we have this is going to go inside, and then those will bolt together. So that's how that's going to be. So we're going to go ahead and mock this up. So now the rear position is set. Then we just have to basically get the angle and the height of the other end set, and then start building legs. All right, so got the driver's side slider is able to bolt on. We have the front leg. This is done. We have the flange, the frame drilled for the sandwich plates. Those are done. Ended up using a piece of 250 wall, some leftover steering material I had. So a lot thicker material than the rest of the legs I'm going to use. So this is done. This is welded in place. Here is the tube coupler. That's all done, welded in place. That's finished. So now we can put the slider in place. It's going to hang. It's going to be good to go. And then from there, I just have 2 more legs to fabricate. And once it's up on the truck, I don't have to worry about nothing. It ain't going to move or nothing. So that'll be a lot easier to do. I can get these 2 built, tacked into place, pull it off, finish weld it, paint it, and it's done. So we're making good progress here. And there we go. Still have 2 more legs to build, but there's our bolt-on coupler. It is going to provide quite a bit of body side protection and a nice step for vertically challenged people or fat guys. Looks good. Not as wide as the stance of the truck, but definitely a lot farther out than the doors. Love it. Looking awesome. Okay, driver's side, or I'm sorry, the passenger side. This one's on. I got the other 2 legs. They're all tacked in place. So I'll just have to pull them off and do the finish welding. So we have this back leg, and it's tied into the roll cage. And then we have another leg there, and then the leg in the front. So right now, we have 4 spots tied in to the chassis of the truck, and eventually when the exo cage is done, there'll be another tube anchored there that goes up and obviously tied into the cage there too. So a lot of points of contact. So it looks real good. Just got to get the other one, the other side. I've got the flange, got that bolted up. So I'm cutting this tube here next, and works out real nice using one of these here to find the angle of the tube. So this one has already been cut from the other piece of tube, so I only have to make one more cut here, and then just put it in place and weld it. So let's get that done. Okay, I got all the legs fabricated. They were tacked up, pulled it off the truck, and went ahead and finish welded everything. So these are all on good. So gonna do a little bit of cleanup on them, hit the bare metal with some core seal, put a fresh coat of paint on them, and let them dry up for a day or so, and then bolt them back on for good. Like it. And first coat of paint is on. Turned out real good. Used some more of that Tractor Supply farm implement. Reduced it down a little bit. Added some of their hardener to it. So this should turn out pretty damn durable. Here is the other one. All drying. All done. Legs welded. Backing plates. These go on the inside of the frame. Got those painted. So, just got to let these dry. I'll probably come back to this tomorrow. This paint takes a long time to dry. So I got the garage nice and warm. Let her dry. And tomorrow, we will bolt them on for the final time. And voila. There they are. Rock sliders are officially done. all bolted up, painted, looking good. I really like that a lot. I was actually pleasantly surprised that every one of these mounting flanges with the sandwich plates, all 6 of them, when I threw them up after welding everything lined up. That in itself, I think, is a small miracle. So, there you go. Like I said, eventually, once I get to the point of finishing the exo cage on the truck, there will be obviously another tube to come across there, down the A-pillar, and we'll tie into the front of this. So that'll be another point that'll be tied into the chassis of the truck. So, yeah, it turned out really good. It's going to make a nice step. I got some like grip tape I'm going to put on this outer tube here all the way along to help, for standing on or whatever, but I got to wait for this paint to dry right now. And then underneath, there's the mounting plates. So, I think we're going to check this off the list. Actually, I think I got ahead of myself yesterday. I think I already erased it from the list. That's okay. So, moving on. I now have my customer dry shaft, 1350 double cardan. It's a thicker wall tube shaft, and it's I guess it's got the long boy slip shaft in the middle there, is what they told me. So, had that built locally. So I can go ahead and get that in. I can finish up my anti-wrap bar. Get that all done. Oh, that looks so good. Man. Okay, anyway. That's it for this video. I'm going to cut it off. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. And thanks. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.